There is always so much politics news to keep up with, so we've got Sam, our producer and Ottawa correspondent, here to get us up to speed. Sam, lovely having you. Lovely
nice to be
you.
here in these dog days of summer.
In these dog days. What is up?
Yeah, a few things kind of on my radar this week. I know off the top of the show you mentioned that Carney is taking away retaliatory tariffs on most U.S. goods next month.
Actually, Canada is taking away some retaliatory tariffs.
He's removing his tariffs, yeah.
Exactly.
He's removing his retaliatory tariffs, which I thought was nice. And we're going to have another call soon. Okay. Yeah, we had a very good call.
You're getting closer towards an agreement.
I like him.
But I feel like I'm going to take 5 seconds and actually explain what that means because it's very confusing.
I appreciate the service you're doing for us.
News you can use.
Exactly. What does it mean? What do the elbows down on retaliatory tariffs mean?
Yeah, so if you remember in March, Ottawa hit back at Washington.
I am announcing that the Government of Canada, following a dollar-for-dollar approach, will be imposing, as of 12:01 a.m. tomorrow, March 13th, 2025, 25% reciprocal tariffs on an additional $29.8 billion of imports from the United States.
You remember that?
Yep, take that.
That move came after the U.S. threatened to tax all Canadian exports at the same rate. In the end, that tariff only applied to products that didn't comply with the Canada-U.S.-Mexico agreement, which is also known as CUSMA. Mm-hmm. Then, on August 1st...
President Trump announcing tariffs on imports from Canada of 35%. Something must have made him mad.
Washington raised those tariffs again out of the blue to 35%. Now, Carney said Canada's retaliatory measures will be lifted for CUSMA-compliant goods coming to Canada from the U.S. starting on September 1st. I know that is confusing.
No, I get the timeline, but I'm confused. What are CUSMA-compliant goods? What falls under this category?
Okay, it is a huge list. I'll put a link with the whole list in the show notes, so if listeners are curious, they can go check that out. Cool. But poultry goods, dairy products, coffee, tea, spices, a ton of food-related products, a lot of clothing, cigarettes, vapes.
Cigarettes!
Socks!
Not cigarettes!
Alcohol products, lots of cosmetics, building materials.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
But one thing that we are not taking off that is important to note is that we are keeping our tariffs on steel, aluminum, and auto stuff.
Stuff you make cars with.
Stuff you make cars with. And then that is ongoing as the Liberals are trying to work with the U.S. to get kind of a new trading relationship going between the two countries, whatever that looks like.
You know...
I know what you're going to say. Can we say it together?
Me, you, and Pierre Poilievre all at once. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Elbows down.
Elbows down.
He really, he loves this almost as much as saying, Justin Trudeau. Elbows down and Justin Trudeau are on the same
wave.
The same level. Yeah. Well, what else is going on other than the hell that is our trade wars?
So Carney's having a little bit of a Euro week this week.
A Euro summer.
Euro summer. He's in Germany with the Energy Minister Tim Hodgson and Defense Minister David McGuinty. And today Hodgson is in Berlin meeting with executives from a bunch of different manufacturing, energy, and defense companies. So what this trip is, it's really focused on trying to diversify our energy and critical minerals. Germany's obviously interested in our rare earth minerals, and because they have a huge clean energy technology industry and electric vehicles. But the reason why David McGuinty is there as well is because Germany needs to power the build out of this huge military hardware industry because they're trying to meet that NATO target of 5%. Yeah. And then the Germans are still weaning themselves off Russian gas. So there is a hole to fill for the Canadians in the German market. So critical minerals, energy, defense stuff, all on the docket for Carney and co. this week.
You know, when I think of a I don't know, a girls or a boys trip to Berlin. Energy, rare earth minerals aren't what come to mind.
No.
Maybe
A specific type of rare mineral.
yeah, I was just about to say. But yeah, that does sound like a very fun work trip for people who are interested in rare earth minerals and NATO spending.
Yeah. Do you think Carney goes to the club when he visits Berlin?
Wait, what's that club called? Do they let him in?
Berghain?
Yeah. Do you think they let him in?
Yeah, some real serious geopolitical deal making going on in the fetish room at Berghain.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay.
Okay, moving on. Noor, there's one more thing that I think didn't get a ton of attention in Canadian news, but it was all over CNN this weekend, and I do think it is important to note. Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence in the U.S., issued a directive weeks ago that was recently uncovered by CBS News. And the intelligence community ordered that all information regarding the Russia-Ukraine peace negotiations not be shared with the Five Eyes, which is the U.S. allied intelligence partners, which Canada is a part of. So the Five Eyes is an information network, and they collect all the information through surveillance, spying, satellites, and other intelligence methods. It started during World War II when the US and UK agreed to share their secret signals, intelligence, and things like that. And later on...
this is a super secret spy group.
It's a super secret spy group. Later on, Canada, the US, and New Zealand joined. And this is obviously a huge deal. A lot of former US government officials were warning that Gabbard's order could undermine the Five Eyes and really discourage kind of trust between the five intelligence groups from sharing intel, and that would ultimately erode trust in our biggest allies. And also, it's important to note that this isn't like a one-sided affair. Like, Canada and the UK do provide a lot of intelligence to the US. So it's not like we're getting carried by the US. It's like there is very much a transactional relationship here. After CBS News published its report, the director of national intelligence spokesperson said on Twitter or X or whatever you call it, that CBS's report was false, and the U.S. and quote, U.S. intelligence sharing relationship with our allies has never been stronger. Fake news.
Yeah, like if you say so, want, sure.
Yeah.
Kick us out of the secret spy group or not tell us what's going on in the
super secret spy group.
Literally.
You kick me out of my super secret spy group?
Oh my God, these people are strange. Well, I'll see you next week.
Smell you later.
Smell you later. That's been This Week in Canadian Politics. If you like this episode, please let us know by leaving us a like or a comment. You can even subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever we post a YouTube video on our YouTube channel for our YouTube audience. If you exist, if you are watching this on YouTube, I want you to email me at noor@canadaland.com, and I want you to tell me what you like about our videos, what you don't, how we can do them better, or you can just tell me you really love them. You can support the show if you go to canadaland.com/join. You know, if you want to support us. Bye now!